probably is.
Break it up! What's going on here?
Dorian? David?
Hey, Mommy.
Hi.
Hey.
What are you doing here?
Well, I thought that Ace and I would surprise you with a visit. What do you think about that?
Oh, come
There
here.
you go.
Oh, hello there, sweet boy. Hello, sweetheart.
Mr. Buchanan?
Hey,
What's going on here?
come on, dude. Can I have a moment of privacy, please?
I just wanted the happy family for their wire services, okay?
This is a private residence.
Yeah, you heard the lady. Come on, we want our son to have a normal life, don't we, Cal?
Do I have to call the police? What's going on here?
I've been looking for you two birds all over the place. Where you been?
Order your own.
That's community property. Start writing.
What's that? An application for a marriage license? Wait, you guys are getting married for real?
Within the hour.
Wait a minute.
We don't have a minute. Mrs. Bigelow knows the justice of the peace. She got him to stay open a little later than usual.
What?
So we've got a judge. She's waiting for us.
And I'll be the maid of honor.
We got everything we need there. We got the money. We have the application. We're good to go. Mrs. Bigelow is also a notary, so we got
Okay,
that.
Todd, stop right now because this is not going to happen.
Why not? You don't want to marry Dad?
Yes, I want to marry your father, and he knows that, but this marriage is going to last forever, and I want it done right.
We can't wait forever. What happened when I tried to pick up Star from school the other day?
And I took care of that. Nothing is going to happen. It won't happen again.
That's right, because we're going to be married.
What is wrong with you? I said that I wanted to marry you, but you don't believe me? Tico, surprised to see you here.
I can see that. Aren't you gonna kiss your brother hello?
Mr. Sante isn't receiving visitors.
It's all right, Roger. I'll take care of it. I'll be fine. Tico's not here.
I'm not here to see him. I'm here to see you.
I'm gonna kill you. Okay, now that is a stupid thing to say. Nobody dies at ultraviolet without my blessing. Now just tell me, what's going on here?
You know what, Dad? You saw him. He was trying to strangle me.
You threatened her for the last time. Okay, lower the
You
volume.
know what? She was the one doing the threatening. Why don't you ask her? Great, man. Where'd she go?
Why don't you follow her?
When you come near either one of us again, you're a dead man.
Okay, everybody, that's it. It's over. Go back to your drinks. Have a good time. Well, you certainly have a talent for making friends, Mr. Kramer.
Come on, very funny, man. The guy was trying to kill me.
What did you do to the woman?
You know what? I don't think it's really any of your business.
Everything
okay.
do is my business.
Come on, man. You're breaking my wrist.
Whose wrist? Whose wrist? This is my wrist. Until you pay your debt to me. See, no one is going to get to kill you until my debt is repaid. Then you are on your own.
All right.
Come up with my money.
Hey, Artie, it's Paul, man. Come on, why didn't you call me me back about that job we were gonna do, huh? Yeah, it's $100,000, right? Yeah. Listen, I really need this money or I am a dead man. All right? Please.
At last, a friendly face.
What's he doing here?
Don't worry about him. He won't bother you as long as you're with me.
I was hoping to find Jen here.
She was.
With Paul?
No, with Riley Colson. Looks like there's a little trouble in paradise.
They had a fight?
And that was the vibe I got.
Okay, I'm gonna find her.
But let them work it out, okay? You are no relationship guru.
Thank you. Thank you so very much.
Sure. But why did you think that Jen would be with Kramer anyway?
Well, you know how slimy he is. Couldn't worm his way into my life, so he's just trying to worm his way into hers. But I'll tell you this much. If he so much as lays a hand on her, I will kill him. With pleasure.
Well, I think you might just have to take a number.
All right, thank you.
That's it. We want some private time with our family. Back in a minute. All right, good job. Just make sure that photo turns up in every paper in the state tomorrow morning, right? Get out of here. Yeah, those vultures have absolutely no shame.
We're not gonna pay any attention to Daddy, are we, Ace? We know how much he likes that campaign attention.
No, come on, it's not like it used to be, Cal. Todd Manning is going after us every chance he can get in the sun. I wouldn't be surprised if Governor Brooks sued him for libel.
Yeah, assuming he's lying,
Of course
huh?
he's lying.
Oh, come on. What are you worried about? It's just the name of the game, you know that. It's politics. Plus, the Banner has already endorsed you. It has a much wider circulation than the Sun. And I saw your press conferences and all the network news. You looked cool as a cucumber, not in the least upset about the corruption charges. I don't know how anybody could believe Todd. Your critics can say one thing about you, but they can't say you're not a good politician.
Well, the most important thing is the win on November 2nd.
What's so funny?
You had me fooled for so many years.
Fooled about what?
Even if we're not related, I still consider you my sister, Sonia. Far more than Antonio will ever be my brother. And yet, I would have never guessed. Why didn't you tell me? I could have helped you. We could have been a team, working against my father's organization.
What are you saying?
I found out what you're keeping from me, Sonia. I know you're a federal agent. I'm so proud of you.
We have nothing to say to each other.
There's something you need to know.
What?
Let me take you someplace safe. I'll tell you everything.
I'm not going anywhere.
Just you're not safe in this house.
No. Antonio, no. I'm not in danger. The only person I'm afraid of is you. You're not the same person you used to be. Ever since you found out you're Manuel Santi's son, you're different. Like you're trying to be your father.
You think what you want to think, but you need to leave with me now.
Why? This is my house. Why should I go anywhere with you? You've pushed me out of your life. You've even rejected your own mother.
Carlota is not my mother.
She is your mother in every way that counts, Antonio, and you've broken her heart. And now, what about Jamie, huh? She's not your daughter anymore? How could you abandon that beautiful little girl? Do you have any idea how much she misses you?
You don't understand.
No, you're right. I don't understand. And I'm never going to. You made your choice. It wasn't me. So just leave me alone.
Jessica, you're not safe here. You have to leave this house.
I am not going anywhere until you at least tell me why.
I'm not the one trying to become my father. Your husband is. Tico has taken over the Santi organization. He's following in El Toro's footsteps. Tico is El Tiburón.
This has nothing to do with trust or anything like that. I just don't want Star traumatized every time I pick her up from school.
Dad, are you deaf? Mom just said that she fixed everything.
Shut up and eat your fries.
Yeah. Todd, we are gonna get married. We're in it for the long haul this time. It doesn't matter if we get married today, tomorrow, or
It doesn't?
3 years from
It doesn't
now.
matter? Let's do it then. You said today. Let's do it. Get her over with.
I haven't finished my french fries yet.
Huh.
I know, I made it funny.
Look, you're not getting rid of me, all right? No matter how angry you might make me. You swear? Yes, I swear. I swear to both of you guys. We're a family. We're together for the long haul. I don't know how many ways and times I have to say it to you. And I do want a very, very big wedding. Bigger than this whole town has ever seen.
All right, I'm fine with that. Let's get done step one. Please sign on the dotted line.
All right, I can do that. Maybe. Wait, where are you going?
Well, as long as Mrs. Bigelow's got the justice of the peace. Hurry up.
Okay.
She's got him held hostage, so might as well get this application filled out. And that way, if we wanted to, we could jump out of an airplane
Oh, yeah.
and we could parachute down, land on top of the roof of St. James Church and perform the wedding nuptials there.
Yeah.
I'll see you later.
Yeah. That's not gonna happen, and I am not going to meet up with the justice of the peace either, Todd.
Mom, he's gone, okay? Now, since you're having this huge wedding, you'll need a huge, big, fancy dress, right? I think you and me should pick that out together.
I think that's just like a huge, like, terrific idea.
How did you find out?
The question is, how did you manage to keep it a secret all these years? And why? Was I ever a suspect?
No, never. The feds recruited me on my 18th birthday. And they knew that I was inside the Santi organization, and I figured that with my contacts, I might be able to give them some information to bring down Manuel's family. But it was never about you.
Why didn't you tell me? Didn't you trust me?
Of course I did. I do. Of course I do. But I swore an oath of secrecy to the agency, and I didn't want you to be in danger if my cover ever got blown, so. And how did you find out?
After Benicio Calderas was killed, a number of things came to my attention.
Well, if you know about Benicio, then you know that you were right. Isabella was El Tiburón, and now that she's dead, the family's ruined.
And what about Calderas?
Well, he was greedy. He was trying to pass himself off as El Tiburón to Antonio. He wanted to get the Santi money, and he paid for it with his life.
You know, all this time, here I am trying to protect you when you're out there chasing the bad guys. My sister, the hero. How could I have been so naive?
You're lying. You're lying. You've hated Tico ever since he came to Landview. You've done nothing but try to pin something on him. And what, now he's El Tiburón?
I've suspected him for a long time.
I don't want to
but
hear this. I don't want to hear this. I know what kind of man my husband is, Antonio. He's done nothing but try to get close to his family. He's not the one trying to push us all away.
He's been playing us, Jess. The galas, the expensive gifts, telling people he loves family.
And what's wrong with that?
Nothing, except that while he's been doing that, he's been having people killed. He killed our mother in this very house.
Antonio, I am sorry that you never got to know your mother. But it doesn't change anything. What happened to Isabella, it was an accident, a terrible...
No, it wasn't. He killed her. And then he tried to frame her. He tried to make her look like she was El Tiburón to deflect suspicion off of him.
Stop it. This is pathetic.
He wanted to lead the Santi family, but my father would never let that happen. So he killed him too.
I don't believe you.
My father wanted nothing to do with Tico. He said he was weak. He had no strength, no loyalty, no love.
I think you should go now.
I have proof.
My work at the INL was never about you. I always knew that you weren't part of the criminal side of the family. But, it was hard enough for me to lie to all the people that I loved. I had to live two separate lives. I didn't want you to have to do that.
Well, thank you, I guess. But I could have made it easier for you, Sonia. You could have had someone to talk to, confide in.
I was protecting you.
Now that's sweet.
Anyway, it's over now. With Isabella and Benicio dead, we can all go on with our lives. We still have each other.
You know, I never knew you were so brave.
Well, the agency really didn't give me much choice.
I will always love you like a sister, Sonia. Even if we're growing further and further apart.
You have proof?
My father left this for me in a safe deposit box in New York City.
I don't believe you.
That's his handwriting. Take it to a handwriting expert if you want to, but read it.
This is sick. Sick, my God, what it says that he wants to leave you the Santi organization and he's never even met you?
He watched me from a distance.
And what did he see from a distance? What did he deduce that you were able to run the Santi crime family? Really?
Pay attention to what he says about Tico. Weak, no loyalty, untrustworthy. That's the man you married. In the words of his own father.
He barely knew him. This proves nothing.
Look at the date. My father was going to Puerto Rico to meet with Tico to tell him he was disinherited. What if I told you that the very day after that meeting, my father was gunned down? What would you say then?
I'd say that it's time for you to leave.
Jessica.
Antonio, enough. You're the one that hurt me, not Tico. And he never will.
What are you doing checking out the real estate ads, Cal?
I'm looking for my own place. David and Dorian have been taking care of me for a long time, and they need their privacy.
Wow. New job, new place. What's going on?
I guess I'm getting my act together.
Listen, I want to thank you for not giving Todd any more ammunition to use against me in the Sun. I really appreciate it. Makes visits like this a lot easier to arrange.
In other words, if I don't make trouble for you in your campaign, then I get to see my son.
No, I wouldn't put it like that. I just want you to know they'll meet you halfway, that's all.
I don't really care what the reason is, Kevin. I just want time with Ace. I'll do whatever it takes to make that happen.
Well, there's no reason why we can't work this out together.
Good. Glad to hear it. I am worried about Paul, though. He could go to the press at any time. He could make trouble.
No, don't worry about your brother. I'll take care of him. Yeah, it's Kevin Buchanan.
Do you like your new
What?
bear?
All right, hold on. Listen, I gotta take care of this. I gotta take Ace.
You just got here.
All right, hold on a second. If I leave him here with you, can his nanny pick him up later?
Yes, of course. I'd love that, please.
All right, just don't leave, okay? Stay in the house.
I'm not going anywhere, I promise.
All right. I'm on my way to the office. Have some volunteers meet me there. Okay, I'm leaving his baby bag out here. I'll see you later. All right, listen, send someone over to Dorian Laura's house, okay? My son is in there with his mother. I want to make sure they don't leave this place. And find out where Paul Kramer is.
You get a bag of ice.
You buying something?
Oh, let the man have some ice. A little generosity never hurt anyone. Besides, I'm sure that he will be generous in return.
I told you, all right? I got something in the works.
Are you suggesting that you have a friend?
Maybe. Definitely, all right?
Come on, Kramer. The only person in this town who even liked you a little was Natalie Vega, and now she goes for your throat every time she sees you.
You know what? Maybe I got a new friend. Jen Rappaport seems to be interested in what I say.
I told you to stay away from her.
Well, gosh, I'll try, but maybe she wants to be with me.
She wouldn't want anything to do with you if you were the last person on Earth.
Well, maybe there's some extenuating circumstances, huh? Maybe I have something. Something that you better hope never comes to light.
Could you get my mother to call me when she gets in? Okay, thanks, Lois. I've been waiting for you.
Is there something wrong?
Antonio was here. And, he told me some things about you.
How dare Antonio come here? Did Bertram let him in? Because if he did, I'm gonna get him fired.
It wasn't Bertram. It wasn't Bertram. It was me. I wanted to hear what he had to say.
Well, this ought to be good. Well, what did he say?
He said that, you were El Tiburon and that you were running the Santi organization.
I'm El Tiburon? You know, that's incredible, even coming from Antonio.
Is it true?
Of course not. Antonio hates me because I married you. You know that he would say and do anything to turn you against me, Jessica. You can't possibly believe him.
Well, he, had a letter from your father, and it said that you wanted to take over the Santi crime organization, but that your father was flying down to Puerto Rico to tell you that he was going to give it to Antonio instead.
Now, where is this supposed letter, Jessica?
Well, Antonio has it.
Of course he does. He fabricated the whole thing.
He told me that I could take it to a handwriting expert if I needed more proof. It looked pretty genuine.
Well, would you know if you saw one?
It was a feeling that I had. There's more.
More. Please.
The day after the meeting. The day that your father disinherited you. That was the day Manuel was killed.
So my brother wants you to believe that I killed my father in a fit of jealous rage. Am I right? Isn't that what he told you, Jessica? Well, do you believe him?
Help me, Tico. I don't know what to believe. Antonio, please call me when you get this. I really need to speak to you. Why don't you ever answer your phone?
What's wrong?
Tico was here. He knows I'm INL.
What happened? Did he threaten you?
No, far from it. He pretended to be proud.
What?
Yeah. He made this big point of being impressed that I'd managed to stay undercover for so long, played up his naivete, told me that I would always be his sister, but he was fishing. He was trying to figure out what I know.
Did you give him anything?
No, of course not. I tried to convince him that he'd never been a suspect, but I don't think he bought it. Any more than I believed that he was innocent.
I don't want you seeing him alone again.
Oh, I can handle Tico.
We don't know what he'll do when he's backed into a corner. I want you to call the agency, have them pick him up.
No, Antonio, it's premature. If we pick him up now, his lawyers will have him on the street in an hour.
Now, we gotta wait till we have a case before we tip our hand to him.
So what are we supposed to do? Wait till he kills somebody else? Maybe you? Maybe Jessica?
I'm having the INL send up the surveillance tapes from the San Juan airport from the day that Tico went in to meet your father. It's not enough to get a conviction, but it's a start. I'm on my way over there to look at them right now. Please answer your phone, okay?
Be careful.
My son.
Why are you here?
To tell you what you already know in your heart. You must stop Tico before he takes everything away from you.
Well, I didn't get the license.
Oh, why not?
It's just a minor thing. Apparently Todd Manning doesn't exist.
I'm sorry to be leaving you so many messages, sweetie, but I really need to talk to you, so just call me as soon as you get this, okay? Call me as soon as possible.
Any luck?
You know what I think? I think Paul is just trying to make me crazy. And Jen wouldn't have anything to do with him.
Oh, no, you stay right there.
How the hell did you find me?
Oh, I know where you are 24 hours a day, Paul. Now, I gave you a pile of money to get out of.
You know that pile of money you gave me, huh? It just wasn't high enough.
You know, I have people that take care of problems like you, Paul. Isn't that funny?
Well, you know, if anything happens to me, I have this little lawyer friend of mine who's gonna send some letters to the press about where you and Kelly got your baby. Now, I don't think that'd be very good for your political career, huh?
Look, I don't care where you got Ace, okay? We both know it had to be illegal.
Yeah, so what?
So you don't want to go to jail any more than I do. Now, what's it gonna take to get you to leave town?
Well, why don't you multiply a small fortune by 5, huh?
I'll be in touch. Yeah. You just keep your big mouth shut until you hear from me.
From the size of the smirk on his face, I think he thinks he's got a winning hand.
I don't want to talk about Paul.
Fine. But what do you think he meant by something you don't want to come to light?
You got me on that one. Because everything I've ever done is public knowledge. But he needs money. He needs money, and maybe he thinks I'm just stupid enough to give it to him.
Are you sure that you didn't do something with Kramer that gives him leverage against you?
What are you trying to tell me?
You already know.
You want revenge?
You are Manuel Santi's true son. It's time for you to take your place as head of the family. But Tico stands in your way. You are Manuel Santi's son. Do what you have
It's not what I want.
It doesn't matter. It's who you are. Goodbye, my son. Goodbye, Manuelito.
I swear on everything that I hold sacred that I did not kill my father. Now, let's say that this letter is genuine, and I have my doubts. Then it is more than likely the ravings of a depraved mind.
That's what I said, but Antonio said that.
Look at me, Jessica. Look at me. I mean, can you imagine me, of all people, wanting to be a crime boss?
But then why would Manuel think that? Why would he say that you had no sense of loyalty?
Loyalty to what? A life of crime, drug trafficking, murder, intimidation? If my father would have offered me his organization, I would have spit in his face. I despised him and everything he stood for, and I made no secret of it.
So, do you think that your father...
What I think is that this letter is some scam that Antonio is using to try and turn you against me, Jessica. That's what I think. But let's just say, for argument's sake, that this letter is real. Since I rejected my father and wounded his pride, he turned to his other son. I mean, you've said that he had been watching Antonio for years. Then he must have seen his dark and violent side and recognized himself. I mean, you have seen that side. I know you have.
This isn't about Antonio.
Look, I love you, Jessica. You're my wife, and I don't know what I would do if I discovered that you didn't believe in me. I mean, without your trust, our marriage means nothing.
Honestly, I'm just confused. I don't know what to believe anymore.
In your heart, you know. So you need to choose. Either our marriage is a sham and we end it, or you give me complete faith and absolute trust. Which is it gonna be, Jessica?
Dad, that's crazy. Of course you exist. You're sitting right here.
Problem is that when I came back to Landview, I came back as Walker Lawrence, and I erased every trace of Todd Manning that I could, including birth certificate, medical records, fingerprints.
Well, that's funny that the DA didn't have any problems with that when he arrested you.
Yeah, and why can't you just marry Mom as Walker Lawrence?
Star, I do not want to marry Walker Lawrence. Got it?
Or be Walker Lawrence either. So let's just do a huge wedding.
Yeah, but if Todd doesn't exist, then...
Todd shall exist again, legally and otherwise. You just watch me.
Thank you.
Hey, take it easy. It's not apple juice.
I can't stop thinking about Paul Kramer. I can't imagine what it is that he has to hang over my head. I barely know him.
In the biblical sense?
What? No. God, no. I'll tell you one thing now. I am afraid of him. And I feel a lot better since I got that gun from him.
Keep your voice down.
Well, I do.
Look, if Kramer gets to be too much for you, just call me and I'll take care of it.
I'm not going to shoot anybody. I just wanted it for protection.
It's only protection if you're willing to use it. I mean, a threat is worth nothing, okay? If Kramer so much as lays a hand on you, well, in self-defense.
truth. Tico's on the tapes. He landed in Puerto Rico the day before El Toro was shot.
So now we know. Tico killed our father and our mother. He'll stop at nothing for money and power. And right now, he's got Jessica.
I trust you, Tico. I believe you. I never want anything to come between us.
And nothing will. Unless you allow it to.
When we got married, I vowed to honor and to love you. And I love you, Tico. And I always will. Okay. You're gonna bribe Karen with cookies and she'll let you stay longer, okay? All right.
Hey, Ace. How you doing, little slugger?
Stay away from him.
You alone?
What do you want?
Well, I think I'm gonna start a new life somewhere far, far away from here.
Good. Get lost.
Well, I need some money, and you're gonna give it to me.
Why is that?
Well, because I stole Ace from his rightful mother.
You did not.
Oh, yes, I did. I stole Ace for you, Kelly.
You got him from a homeless person. That was what you told me.
Well, I lied. I know exactly who the mother is and where to find her. So you either give me the money, or I call that poor, poor woman who desperately wants her kid back. 'Cause I got nothing else to lose, Kelly.
Stay tuned for scenes from the next One Life to Live.
On the next One Life to Live.
Let yourself feel the way I know you can feel.
Why would you date her? You are in love with Nora.
I'm here to make sure that they lock you up and throw away the key.
Kelly, do you want me to call her? Because I will if you don't help me out.
Watch I Wanna Be a Soap Star, Saturday night at 8, only on SoapNet. This soap's for real.